Hey, Nish.
Hey, Elizabeth. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is episode 6, The Twins and the Scales. And we are interviewing the Gemini today. I wonder which one of us is the Gemini.
I have no idea.
I've kept it a mystery.
Dun, dun, dun.
I didn't even I was wondering if people could look at the pictures and wonder who was the
Which one
Gemini and
is
who was the
which?
Virgo. But we're so dominant that I think it's pretty easy to see.
I wish this is when I wish that we were live, just so that we could kind of see what people would say. Like
Hmm.
we should have took a poll before.
Well, I knew that you were moving and I
Hmm.
knew I was moving, and I thought to myself,
Yeah.
I know neither one of us can dive down and because I want to do an investigation. We've done 2 interviews. I think it's time
Yeah.
for us to kind of reel back and do what we were doing, and then we'll do more. It'll just be kind of a teeter totter. So I thought, ooh, we could talk about ourselves a little bit because we're both going through a bunch of changing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I keep forgetting to send you. Sherry Baby sent me this thing, and it's
Oh
about the
yeah.
Gemini. I promise when we get done here or while we're talking, it's about the Gemini and the Virgo. And I guess right now we are both of our zodiac signs. Somehow we go into each other through like the house thing. I don't know anything about the rising sun in the house, the fourth house. Like I hear people talk about it, but
Yeah.
I don't know what any of that crap means. Not crap, but that means. So it
Yeah.
her video, she was sending it from me because it was talking about Virgo, but I was like, oh my God, it's talking about the Gemini. So I promise I'll send that to you because I guess we're on the same parallel
Wavelength.
universe. Lots of
Always.
Virgos, lots of Geminis are moving, transcending, shifting into different spots. And so
Sounds
I
about
know.
right.
Yeah. Guess you're hanging on for a wild ride right now yourself.
Yeah, I am getting
Are you
ready for
worn
this big move.
are you
Yeah.
worn out?
I am, which is why I'm sitting in the dark. Forgive that. I'm battling one of my famous migraines.
Yeah, I'm just sitting in front of a window. I would normally not be this bright. And then Frederick turned a spotlight on me. So I would normally be sitting in a room like that, just so you know.
Yeah, I spent last night. My AC in my room went out,
Oh, great.
and yeah, and that's the room that I'm struggling to pack because it got wrecked the other day. So
Um,
when it got robbed, yeah. So now I have to go in there and try and pack everything and clean stuff. And it's like really hot in there. And I think I just kind of overdid it last night. So now I'm,
Wear yourself out.
yeah.
Yeah, I think everyone at the store, since we've been packing, or everyone's getting emotional. When we went in there yesterday, we were just overwhelmed and we were just looking at each other like, is this ever going to end? Packing is
Yeah.
so
How many
exhausting.
vendors do you have in that place that have to?
Man, I stopped counting. I've got more than 20 something vendors. Everyone's
Oh,
actually
wow.
been slowly getting their stuff. So
Oh, okay.
um, we're trying to make sure that everybody gets their stuff. And if no one can make it to get their stuff, I'm not just going to abandon their items. I'll probably just put it in my storage that I have in Henrietta. And then when they
Hmm,
need a link up to grab their items, they'll be right there and I'll meet them down there to get it,
okay.
because I just don't want to. I feel like it's such a delicate time for everyone in the store right now. So I'm just trying to be as supportive and accommodating and motherly that I can, because I know this is rough.
Yeah.
And I'm also
Change
telling
is hard.
it is so hard, especially when it directly involves tons and tons of people
Yeah.
or your children or, people that directly are involved with you. How are your
Yeah.
kids adjusting to all the change?
My youngest is ready. He's been ready since before. He's like, when are we leaving? Are we moving? Let's move. Let's
I bet
go.
he is ecstatic to have a different atmosphere.
He is. He
So
is.
he's
And
born and
his
raised in
biggest,
Henrietta.
yeah, all my kids are. Like they all like were born and raised here, grow up here, never lived anywhere else. So this is going to be a change for all of them.
And sometimes kids are either 100% for it or they're 100% against it.
Yeah. Well, they
You know,
needed it. And then, but Waylon's biggest thing was he's excited because he gets a different doctor.
probably access to better doctors.
Yeah,
Huh?
that's what we were talking about too, because Texas is supposed to have really good children's hospitals and things. And his specialist that we go to, neither one of us really like her at all.
Oh,
And so he was like, finally, I don't have to go back to her. He's like, I get a better one.
bless his little heart.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy with me with my relationship with Henrietta has always been off again, on again, off again, on again. But I'm really mostly I've grown up around, Walika Flamesville. So
Yeah.
Henrietta in the last 10 years has kind of been more fluid to me as of 2015, I think. Just because I always lived in Walika and then I moved to Henrietta and then I started the classic diner, worked at the bank, and then owned my store. And I fell in love with the entire town through waiting on them and then being their teller. I met all kinds of awesome people,
Hmm.
and I'm sure
Well,
it's
I
emotional
met,
for you right now.
yes. So I started with my customer service through delivering pizza in Henrietta.
That's right.
I started delivering pizza like 16 years ago. I was delivering for Mazio's and I delivered pizza for a year and a half. So I got to know all kinds of people. And it just kind of went from there. And then after I was done delivering, I worked at Mazio's in the kitchen for like 6 years and then went from there to Sunbelt where I work now. And my customers here, I absolutely adore. So, and some of them it is really hard to leave behind.
I bet. And so I guess you would have I guess with where how you do with your work, you're just doing the immediate region and what you're in, huh? Not long distance.
Like, what do you mean?
So when you work here in Henrietta, you can only really just kind of give out loans or take payments with the people in this general area. Is that how that works with Sunbelt when you work there?
Yeah, like they come into the office. Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't even have a way to even talk to them long distance or something, huh?
Nope. Nope. I don't have any reason to if I'm because now if I was to move somewhere else in Oklahoma, I could because like we do inter office like calls and stuff. Like we can call out for other offices, but we don't do that for states. Like we don't do interstate stuff. Like we don't do crossovers. We can't transfer loans to other states or anything like that. So I have no way of or no reason to talk to any of my customers.
When's
Yeah.
your last official day there?
It is going to be Friday. I tried to take Friday off, but being with it being the last day of the month, they were like, "No, we can't really afford for you to miss the last day of the month." So
Dang.
I was
Okay,
like, "All right."
real quick. The very last Wednesday woo woo is next Wednesday. You have to be there. You have to be there.
I was
Last
planning
time we'll
to.
all see each
Yes.
other in that building. We'll see each
Yeah.
other in a group setting again, but in that
Yeah.
building, it's going to be
Yeah.
the last time. So we definitely, I'm even making Nevaeh go. I don't really care what she says. She's going. I don't care. She's got to work early on Thursday morning. She can just drink a Red Bull the next day, like the rest of us, and get through it. She is. Listen, I'm gonna cry if she doesn't go. I'm so mad that Frederick
Yeah.
didn't go because I wanted Frederick to go too. I'm like I
Oh,
need
he
next
doesn't get to
Wednesday.
go?
Well, he
Aw.
he works 6 hours away. I'm hoping that
Oh,
Frederick just
that's right.
surprises me. Listen, I hope he just surprises me.
And just
But
is like
but
calls
if he
in sick.
can't, it's because we. If he can, it's really because we probably can't afford for him to take off. But I
Yeah,
want him
I
to
understand
go
that.
because I
Yeah.
think everyone's. Oh, Sabrina's in here chewing me out. She talks all the time and she tells me where
So
I
does Waylon's
lack.
cat.
Oh.
Waylon's cat Gremlin loves to talk. Yes, she walks through the house and she just
I read somewhere that if a cat is so vocal like that in front of you and you can hear the cat talk like that, they say that it is a sacred language. The meow itself is very sacred. And if a cat allows you to hear it, it's not just, it's like there's energy in the meow that's ancient and old, and it means they trust you. and that
Oh,
you are chosen to be able to hear that. Not every cat does that.
yeah, I know, because we have another cat and she doesn't do that. But
Mhm.
Gremlin likes to talk crap, I thought.
Yeah,
I
so
thought she was just a teenager who was just talking back
yeah, that's what
because that's
Secret
what she
is.
acts like.
And then after she does it, she turns around and licks her butthole. I'm like, what the fuck out of here? What are you doing? Like, who who are you? So when is first day of school for your son?
We have not figured that out yet. I've got to go get like his transcripts this week, actually, from Henrietta, and then figure it out when we get down there because I'm not sure. It just depends on, like, I don't even know which school district we'll be living in because we'll be in temporary housing when we get down there. So we'll be in like a extended stay hotel for a little while until we find a house. And
Oh, that
then
makes
so
sense.
depending where we find a house depends on what school he goes to.
That makes sense. I'm excited for you guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, my son is writing notes because he knows I'm live, and so he's trying to be quiet. I'm excited for your kids. I'm
Yeah.
excited for them because I'm not saying, listen, I'm not saying that I did not have a blast growing up in Henrietta because I freaking did. And I still love Henrietta just the same. So I'm not knocking it, but it is nice to kind of get out and spread your legs and see what the whole world is about. Even if it's just
Yeah.
short lived, it's still good for us all to have an experience in a different place with different people because, Frederick has noticed patterns in Oklahoma. And because he grew up in California, he'll always say, I guess each place, each town has a different kind of, orbit of people that kind of the same kind of thinking or so it just alone, it's probably beneficial for your children's
Yeah.
self growth and
I think
yours.
so. I traveled a lot when I was growing up. So we never stayed in one place for very long. So I'm not, this is the longest I've ever been anywhere
Me
is
too.
in Henrietta.
Me too.
And it's driving me nuts.
But you
Just
wish
the
you could
fact
take the
that,
people with you. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yes,
just take the people. But
yes,
you know what I've noticed? And again, I'm not trying to make this about talking crap about Henrietta. And if you stay, you're this person. That's not what I'm saying at all. If you choose to leave, that's awesome. If you choose to stay, that's awesome. I don't really have a personal opinion about that. But what I've noticed, this is what I've noticed. I've been pulled over in town more there in Henrietta than I have anywhere else. And I'm on this highway twice a week going back and forth, back and forth. Don't ever get harassed by the cops. I don't ever get harassed by the cops down here. I get harassed in Henrietta the moment I pull in. I do, and I don't think they're looking for me. I'm just assuming they're harassing everyone like that. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. And then all the break-ins all the time.
hmm
I'm like, as
the
anyone's
crime
vehicles.
is just so bad, and I think that it's because of the apex that we're at, like with the highways, Highway 75 meeting I-40 is the
Like they're
perfect
getting,
conjunction
so they can just kind of
for,
hop highways.
yes, that, and the fact that the train stops here so often that you have those train hoppers, and this is the
I,
perfect place for them to get on and off,
I
on and
definitely
off.
forgot about the train hoppers.
Yeah,
It's like a
I
dying
mean,
breed of people.
it is, but I mean, you've got them out there, and why not when there's a train sitting on the tracks for 2 hours in the middle of Main
I
Street?
know. I
So,
often wonder what is really going on.
I mean, this. So they've got. I mean, you've got so many different places for these vagrants. You know.
That we're not used to seeing. You know how people that grew up in Branson talk about Branson just being a one fucking dirt road, and now it's like Branson. People. People talk about that with Eureka all the time too. I feel like I'm doing my own version of back in the day. Henrietta didn't used to have. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing that right now because we were teenagers and
Hey,
we were on them streets. So you're familiar with the people surrounding the streets. So it's just gotten different over there. I don't know what is, it's just different.
I have no idea. I'm on my podcast. Yeah, sorry about that.
You're fine. We got kids. That happens. So I guess right now is you're still living in Henrietta. So would you say that you are you concerned about getting break-ins?
Do what? Sorry.
I said, with you still living in Henrietta and us talking about, the crime rate that's been going on, would you say that you have a small anxiety towards living in Henrietta sometimes?
Sometimes, yeah.
Like your car getting broke into or your house while you're there?
Yeah, it is something that I think about often.
And are they just targeting random people to do theft and stuff, or is this like hate crimes?
I think that it's random.
I think it is too.
I really do. I just think that it's random.
See, I'll be renting an Airbnb on the week that I'm in town with my son, and I'm like, I'm not gonna lie, I am nervous. I'm like, oh my god, hope no one breaks into my car. So, what is how is the way in which you have been able to manifest getting out of town? How did this whole new job start?
So I had been thinking about a new start. Wasn't sure about it. My company posts when there are job opportunities in different various places, and just so happened that there was one in Amarillo, and I applied, and I got the job like almost, and then they were like wanted me there almost immediately. And it was really kind of unexpected that it went
I was
that quick.
I was about to say, what were the first emotions that came when you got the job offer? Did you instantly go, "Oh my god, I shouldn't do this. Maybe I shouldn't go"? Did
Um,
did the doubt of taking it and not going through with what you did arise in your thought pattern?
so I had my back and forths.
Okay.
I did. I had my back and forths. I First I was like, well, this is going to be a good thing, and then I was like, did I do the right thing? And then I was like, yes, I did the right thing. Like, of course I did the right thing. This is going to be great.
Yeah, because you would just
I
be
think
sitting
that,
there not happy, just sticking it out for no
yeah,
reason at all.
yeah. I just get overwhelmed with like the amount of packing, the planning, the stuff
Yes.
like that. The fact that, it's just me and the kids, and it's just a lot, and it's and then my health, I just got done wearing a heart monitor for 2 days, and it just feels like it's one thing after another.
Have you asked, like, made a public post to say, "Hey, does people mind showing up and helping me pack?" Because that's where I'm at with the store right now.
You know me, I am so not good at asking for help. Um, I like guilt when it comes to asking for help eats me up.
I get you. I'm like that too.
I'm
I
like,
get it.
because I've had a lot of help with just various things. Like when I ask people for like protein shakes or things for Waylon or something, people will donate to me, and I feel really blessed for that. But then I'll also feel guilty, and I know that they're doing it out of the kindness of their heart. But I'm like, I am not one to ask for help. But times have been freaking difficult.
I've never known so many people that I'm immediately involved with going through such a financial time right now, like I am. You always got your couple rich friends, your couple poor friends, your family, here lately, it's everyone I know. Every single person I know is going. And if you do have money, you don't really have money because you're living off credit cards. So the people that
Yeah,
appear to be doing good physically with their houses and stuff, they're in major credit card debt. I don't even understand what's going on in this world anymore. It's so confusing.
yeah,
It's crazy. Just to live, I mean, we're hitting, like, gosh, the depression period. My goodness.
yeah.
Like, I don't think I've ever seen so many people get on Facebook and comment on how bad they're struggling financially right now.
Yeah, I agree. And it's crazy because I feel like when you look at other countries, it's not the same like they found solutions. Some of them have found solutions. The
Well,
quiet countries, the little
did you
quiet countries that are sitting over there just minding their own business, those are the ones that we should be looking at and being like, hey, take a leaf out of their book.
Lots of Americans are leaving. Lots of Americans. I see it all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, screw America. I'm out of here. We've turned into the selfish stepsister of very entitled are we. We are very entitled right now. So it's weird times, very weird times. And I can't even say, like, I've been an adult for, I'm 37 right now. So, you can't even say, oh, well, you're too young to really know. You haven't been well, I'm 37 now. So I have a memory that expands, and I do not ever recall, since I've been out on my own, suffering financially as much as the world is right now. I've never seen it like this before.
Right.
And
Yeah,
if I didn't notice it, then I guess I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what to say. I just can't recall.
Yeah.
Can you?
Not that I'm aware of. Like, I feel like this is one of the worst times that I know of, at least for me personally. Like, it's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, and I'm hoping that this change is going to make it better, though.
Do what?
I hope that this change is going to make everything better.
I think
I'm hoping that a fresh start is.
I was about to say, even if it's still the same problems, just being in a different atmosphere may make it more easy to manage, because you're getting a fresh start and you got that new energy going on.
Yeah.
So, like,
I'm hoping so. Yeah.
So, are you just kind of packing a little bit each day, just knocking out a few things each day?
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do anyway. And I've got a lot of stuff that I'm getting rid of, or trying to anyway. Because I don't want anything really.
It's crazy, even as small as the places you may have or may not have, like, you just accumulate a lot of shit.
You do. And so I'm a collector. I'm an
too.
avid collector.
I am
and
too.
So, like, knickknacks and things like that. Like, I have my mom's bell collection that she started collecting bells before I was ever born. So I have bells galore. And when we had moved into this place, Sean had built me a bookcase in my room, and just for my books and my bell collection. And so I had my mom's bell collection on there, but I also had, like, all of my books. And then I started putting up my fairies. I had the kids' dad, he had started a shot glass collection, and when we divorced, for whatever reason, I ended up with it somehow. And people just started adding to it over the years, I guess, because they assumed that I collected the shot glasses.
Oh my
so
goodness.
Now I pretty much do, because people just kept adding to it. So now I have this huge shot glass collection too. So I have a bell collection, I have a shot glass collection, I have a fairy figurine collection that my sisters keep adding to. And I also have unicorns, and people keep adding to that collection. So
I can see you as a unicorn person for sure.
Yeah. So I have my collectibles, and I was like, I'm just gonna give them all away. And then I was like, I can't give them away. They're mine. They're mine.
Don't, you'll regret it.
Yeah. So I've been like, that's what I really have to spend the time packing is all of my stuff that I have on display, which is every freaking where in my room. So
it makes you feel like everything is so unorganized.
Yes. Right now, that's what I feel like is my room is chaos.
Have you cried yet?
I
broke down from being overwhelmed and cried?
I did a little bit last night, but that was just when I was going through my room and I found more stuff missing. Like my headset that I bought just for the podcast. And when I seen that it was stolen, I broke down. It's like, I was like, I was wanting to get rid of stuff, but that wasn't one of them.
Has your son got his whole? Is your son still packing right now?
No, he's done. He's done.
I
He's been done.
listen. I knew you were going to say that he was done. He's like, Mom, I'm ready. Let's go. Bye.
Yep.
Bless his little heart. You can feel it. You can feel his excitement just through talking to you. It's
Yes.
adorable. I'm excited for
Yes.
him.
Yeah, he is.
That's so
He
cute.
was helping me. He was helping me in my room last night.
He was like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
hurry, Mom. Let's get this done. Come on, let's go."
Yeah. Yeah. And Wesley is excited. Wesley is actually excited, and I'm excited for him too because I think he needed a fresh start more than any of us. He
I
was
agree.
going through some things.
So, what grade's he in?
Wesley graduated high school like 3 years ago.
Okay. Now, what about your other son? What grade's he in?
Waylon is he's going into high school. Yeah.
I'm so excited.
But Wesley put in his notice at work, and so his last day is Tuesday. He just moved out on his own like last month or the month before, like 2 months ago, 3 months ago.
I'm glad you get to take your babies with you.
Yeah, and
You can be anywhere in life and it can suck, but if you have your children with you, it always seems to complete the whole energy. No matter where you are together as a family, that's that's home when you're with your children. That feeling of home. So
yeah,
I'm super, and there has to be way more job opportunities and friendship circles and social gatherings and stuff that you guys could go to versus what you're doing at the moment. I mean, we do have ways to socialize, but small towns are cliquey as crap. So, I don't know what your children go through, but I know what my children always talk about going through with all the clicks and if you do or don't have money, or, if your mom's just, on the board, or, it makes a difference in your life as a child when you go to school, when you don't have certain status, high or low, on making friends and stuff.
Yeah. Well, with Wesley, my oldest, his issue is he fights depression pretty badly. And he just moved out on his own, but all he does is work. He doesn't really have any friends, or he doesn't have a girlfriend or anything like that. So he basically was just working and coming home to an empty house, and it was really just not good for him.
Making it more difficult.
It was just making it to where it was just really rough for him, and I think that his job was just becoming toxic for him. The environment was just not good.
Is he allowed to relocate like you?
So, I already have him a different job that I think he'll like better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yay. So how old is he?
He's gonna be 21 in a week or two. In 2 weeks, I think. In 2 weeks, he'll be 21.
Yeah, we have 2 single kids.
Yeah. Yep. Hey.
Did you see what Nevaeh got to do this weekend?
Yes, I was so excited for her. Oh,
yeah,
I love
big
her
girl
so
moves.
much.
Now obviously she's not. She's no longer under the Mystique Emporium brand. She's chosen to go her own path with a good friend of ours down here, with Oracle and Sage. So I wasn't there to represent the Mystique Emporium. I was just there to support my daughter, and been looking forward to this Obscura Con for the last 7-8 months. I've been following it because I watch all my ghost shows, and so there's a couple of renowned people on there. And so when she got asked to do it 2 weeks ago, I was like freaking trying to hold in my excitement, like I saw Lizzie McGuire for the first time or something. Like, it was crazy. I was so excited. And then we got to go in and mingle with all these people, and I got to meet a couple of celebrity ghost people, and then we got invited to go to a couple of different haunted things in Texas next April. So we're going to be a vendor. Nevaeh's going to go, I think, and we're going to try to link up with just kind of follow a couple of these shows around if we can. But yeah, I was very proud of her. I was very excited for her.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I know.
So exciting.
I am too. So I figure maybe we can slide into something here. You deal with some sleeping problems, and I feel like this is something that a lot of people are interested in when we kind of lightly talk about it. So, how do you feel about talking about some of your sleeping problems?
Okay. So,
When did you notice it? When did you notice yourself that you had some kind of a sleeping problem?
Well, what started it was the fact that I is so tired all the time, like all the time. I would go to work and I would come home and all I want to do is just lay down or just sleep. I'm, but I can't sleep, like it's not restful. So I have no energy, like no energy. And it's just not normal. And so I started talking to the doctor about it years ago. And they would test my hormones, they would test my iron, they would, do all the testing for everything. And they just, never figured anything out. So she ordered a sleep study to be done. And during the sleep study, they figured out a few different things. First of all, I've had everybody that has looked at the sleep study, doctor wise, has been like, this is the most interesting sleep study I've ever seen. Every doctor that's seen it has said that. Wow. I'm an enigma that they can't figure out, which is not something you want to hear from a doctor. I love it when people say it. I don't like it when doctors say it.
Like if you were hearing it on a podcast or watching it on a documentary, you'd be like, ooh, it's so cool. But when it's happening to you, it's not the same.
Yeah. So I have what they call alpha intrusion syndrome, for one thing, which is so your brain has a bunch of different waves that it goes into. When you're awake, your brain is in alpha waves, so it's like the highest waves. When you're relaxed, you're in, I believe it's like beta, and then when you're asleep, you're in delta. Well, I don't go past alpha. So when I'm sleeping, my brain is still in alpha. So it still thinks that it's awake even though I'm asleep. And so like when I dream, I'm actually lucid dreaming. So I think that I'm half awake, half asleep. My brain doesn't.
When you go to sleep and you dream, you're just straight in like astral projection mode right off the bat.
Yeah. Fucking like I don't know that I'm not asleep. I think that I'm awake. And
that sticks with you all day. Just the few that I have every month myself. I'm over here thinking, okay, I have a few of those a month, but I mean, it's traumatizing because you have to convince yourself all day it's not a real dream.
Yeah. Okay, so remember I was telling you how sometimes when I have nightmares, they're more like memories than they are like nightmares. So what sucks about it is that I revisit them like their memories when I know that they're not, and because I'm awake enough to realize that they didn't actually happen, that they were actually a dream, but yet I still remember every vivid detail of them. So I can revisit them even days, weeks, years later. I will remember nightmares like they were a memory when really they were just a dream. And that stuff's not
right. A lot to work through emotionally, huh?
Yeah, it's exhausting. It really is.
Have you ever done the keeping a dream journal thing?
I did when I was like a teenager. I haven't since then. With this, I get so emotionally exhausted that sometimes it's hard for me to keep everything straight. So sometimes I'm all over the place, and it probably wouldn't even make any sense because sometimes I can remember one, but then I'm like, wait, is that tonight's, or was that yesterday's, or was that Thursday's, or was that a mixture of all of them together?
Like, so do you have a dream every night? Do you go straight to a dream state every single evening?
Honestly, I don't know on that, because it just depends on how tired I am. And because like my brain feels like it's mush 90% of the time because it's like overworked, if that makes sense.
It does.
Because it doesn't ever shut down. So it's just going nonstop. And my body, like, so one of the things that they said was like, if you dream that you're on a bicycle, your body actually thinks that it's on a bicycle and it doesn't get any rest. It actually thinks that it works out. So you're even more tired when you wake up than when you went to sleep.
So, have you done the over the counter type stuff? Has that been suggested? And if you did, how did it work?
So they had asked me, I mean, they have tried light sleep aids, but my problem is that any kind of um, any kind of sleep aid that makes me tired, if I don't have enough time to sleep it off and then some, I turn into Hulk smash. It makes me angry.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yes.
Well, I can understand not being able to get complete rest. I get like that too. Ask Frederick. I'm a
Yeah.
whole B word in the morning if I don't get to sleep.
Yeah, like if I cannot sleep off, I cannot stand the drug type of feeling, like when you feel you're like dragging butt because you're drugged, kind of type of feeling. I
And you get,
cannot do that.
and you can't really rest because you know you're. Yeah, that makes sense. Like
Yeah,
it just kind of goes into each other.
it makes me angry, so angry.
Have you done anything holistic?
Um,
As in like real herbs, real tea blends that kind of, you know, kind of specialize in either sleeping, relaxing, or just being able to be in a calm state at all? Have you ever done anything like that?
I have not. I have done meditation sometimes because when I was in therapy, my therapist had taught me how to kind of train my brain sometimes when it starts to over what did he say? He called it something hyper focused on one thing. Um So he taught me how to meditate to where I can kind of shut it down and get some rest. And so I know how to meditate to get myself to fall asleep sometimes whenever I'm having too hard of a time falling asleep, which usually falling asleep's not the problem. Staying asleep is my problem.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that and I do have sleep apnea, but apparently it's because my brain is trying to kill me.
It's trying to what?
My brain is trying to kill me.
Really?
Yeah, so I've
So
had
what in what case does
several
a
tests.
brain have a defense mechanism like that?
That's what they're trying. Like when I say that I'm an enigma and they can't figure me out, I am an enigma and they cannot figure me out. They don't know why. Like there's no physical thing that stops me from breathing in the middle of the night except for the fact that I do. Nothing physical stops me except for the fact that my brain is like, hey, we're going to stop breathing for a second. Or 46.
Does that affect you when you do surgery and stuff too? Have you ever had a major surgery to see what it's like when you're under sedated or anything like that, out of curiosity?
I don't know about, like, I know that it takes me a minute to come out of anesthesia when I do have surgery.
Do you have a problem being sedated? I guess is what I'm asking. Since you have such it seems like an extremely high tolerance to being able to just naturally fall asleep, does it affect you with being sedated too?
I'm actually, no, I'm super sensitive to medications. Like super sensitive to medications. Any kind of, like, I can't take Benadryl or I'm sleeping for 2 days.
Right.
Yeah, like I'm a
So it
lightweight.
seems like it's like you can't even, like, your brain is trying to kill you, obviously, because it's in defense mode. Like it's in
Yeah.
it's feeling like it's needing to defend itself from you.
I think so. What my theory? So I have a theory
Okay.
on it, and
And
so
this is your life, so I would
this
assume
is
that your theory is pretty accurate.
so this is what my theory is. As a kid, well, I mean, I had a really hard life, from the time I was born. But as a kid, I would have terrible, terrible nightmares, and I mean, they were really just terrible, horrible nightmares. And I would always remember them, which I guess is something that is really rare. Like, not a lot of people remember their dreams. I didn't know that until the sleep specialist told me that. Um, but I feel like part of what happens is that my brain doesn't want me to sleep because it doesn't want to get stuck in another nightmare.
Okay.
And
I can see
and
that.
I don't. I mean, that's my theory. That's the only thing that I can think of.
It's almost
And
like there's two different things going on. It's like there's your brain and then there's you. Or you know
yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah,
there's like a separation between the host and the you
yeah,
know, what operates
yeah.
the host,
It's
you
my
know.
Gemini, you know.
Well, yeah, you got that double head thing going on maybe in there.
Yep, exactly. That's my problem. Is we're
Maybe you have
fighting.
an undeveloped twin. Maybe you consumed. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Okay.
But it does seem like, it could go into that double-sidedness there for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. It is. There's so much to it, and of course, then you have the exploding head syndrome part of it, which makes no sense to me, and I just thought
Now,
that I was
what's the
crazy.
exploding head syndrome?
Um, so when I fall asleep or think I fall asleep, and I'm actually like half asleep, half awake, uh, I'll hear banging on my door, and I'll get up to check who's at the door, and there's actually nobody at the door. And this happened to me a few nights in a row, and I got to thinking, this has to mean something, like spiritually or emotionally or something. So I looked it up and I was like, door knocking while you're asleep. Turns out that it's called exploding head syndrome, and it's a real thing. It's a sleep disorder, and it's auditory hallucinations while you're asleep.
So I do this. I do that same very thing, and I think Frederick does too.
Yeah,
So that's
yeah.
why I'm like, I didn't know it had a name.
I did not either
Because
until I was researching it, because I was like, I swear there has to be a meaning behind this.
that's interesting. So at Frederick's property, he used to hear the door shut all the time. It has a little bell on it, and it has a certain way it catches. And I made a comment that one time when I was sleeping there that I had heard that door open and close all night. But I knew, because I do this with wherever I'm at. So I was just talking about it, and he said that he had heard it happen a time or two as well. And then my grandma, I think, no, maybe Nevea, she heard it too. So it's one of those things like, does it just happen in certain places, more sensitive to certain people? But like, I'll hear things like that at night. Also, I think that there's always people breaking in the house, even though I know that there's not. I always feel like someone's breaking in the home, but I'm too tired, and I'm in almost like I guess it would be some kind of state of sleep paralysis, because I can't move, even though I think someone's breaking in the house. I do this all the time, but I hear doors shut, and I pop up, I'll pop up or whatever all the time. I don't do this all the time, but when I'm really stressed out, I notice I do it a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that when I read about it, I read that stress is a big trigger of it too. Yeah. Um, and they said door knocking, loud bangs, explosions, and you also see like flashing lights
Wow.
in your sleep. Yeah, and so I would get up a few times, and my son would be like, "Mom, what are you doing?" And I would just kind of look around, and I would know that I was not awake but not asleep, but I had no idea what was going on. So I'd be like,
Right, but you just knew
I don't
something had
know.
woke you up, like something is going
Yeah,
on here.
yeah. And he'd be like, "Are you asleep again?" Yeah, I'm just gonna go back to bed.
Do you sleepwalk?
I don't know if you would call it sleepwalk, because I can remember what I'm doing, and I'm like, it's kind of like a lucid dream because I'm like half awake, half asleep, but I'm not really. So I mean, I guess I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know what you would call it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Does
It's
it affect your work performance sometimes?
It does. It does. I have a hard time staying awake at work. If it's slow, I am like nodding, like trying to find a way to stay awake. I'm like, this is killing me. I am constant. I asked the doctor, I was like, can you give me drugs? Like, can you please give me drugs? And they keep telling me, we're not to that point yet. We're not to that point yet. And I'm like, what point do I have to be? It's been like 5 years without sleep. Can we get to that point?
That's
Like,
crazy. So, are
but
you going to switch sleep doctors at this point since you're moving?
um, so I imagine that I'm gonna have to completely switch like every doctor that I have, but um, yeah, I they just keep giving me excuses though. Well, they just keep throwing like antidepressants at me, which make me crazy, and I already told them that. Please don't keep giving me antidepressants unless you want to make me homicidal because that's what they do.
Wow.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
how
like
Nevaeh
them.
felt when they put her on them. She didn't like them either, and she won't take them. Like she'll just rather be depressed than take an antidepressant.
Yeah, well, so I learned when I was a teenager that there are two different types. I mean, there's so many different types of mental illnesses, and it is ridiculous. And if you do not treat the right one with the right medication, you are 10 times going to make them worse.
And
And so it is a process to try and find the right one. And it is something that you have to really be dedicated to doing if that's something that you're going to do, and it is going to take time. And i don't I don't have the time for that, and that's what I told my doctor, because I know what works for me and what doesn't work for me, and I can tell you right now that antidepressants do not work for me. If you are bipolar, or you have anxiety, or you have anything other than depression, like anything other than depression, an antidepressant alone will make you worse.
oh my
If you have
goodness.
any other symptom besides depression, it is going to make you worse, because antidepressants are strictly an antidepressant. So when they give you an antidepressant for anything, like for depression, then it is going to just change that level in your brain. It is not going to change any other level except for that one. But if you have any other type of problems, if you have anxiety, if you have like bipolar, if you have schizophrenia, or if you have anything else, and it changes one level, and that level's the wrong level, it's going to make you worse instead of better.
That's scary.
Yeah. Yeah. And I told them, I know my body, and I've tried this stuff, and I've done the research, and I'm telling you, do not give me antidepressants because they make me worse. So what do? They up the dose. And I'm like,
Of course.
yeah, so you really want me to murder people and get away with it?
So it's like a freebie to go have a little fun, to go purge.
All right,
I'm just
send me a list.
joking. I'm
Kidding.
just joking.
Kidding.
Listen, I think everyone that even if people get mad at me for saying this, I don't care. So even people that carry a gun, right? So I think if you've decided I'm carrying a gun and I'm here to protect myself and I will shoot you dead, I don't know if everybody has really thought about the process of actually killing someone and what that might do to your conscience. You can say that all you want to, but have you really thought about your precaution, your repercussions to really committing a murder and living with yourself, knowing you have, what kind of person does it take for you to, obviously you're defending yourself, and you can say that all you want to, I'm just defending myself. Okay.
Yeah.
But what about the aftermath? Like how do you think you're going to feel? I always get kind of curious about that kind of stuff. I know it's off subject.
I've thought about it. Let me tell you, I've thought of every which way you can think of when it comes to killing people.
I think we all have. I bet everybody on earth has.
Yeah.
And I think we're all capable of doing it. You know, I heard a line where someone said that a murderer, the difference between I want to say a murderer and just like a normal person is we've all thought about murdering someone, but the murderer is the one that actually goes through with the thought. That's what separates us. Now, it was said a lot differently, but you know, when you really think about that, there's a lot to it because that makes you a different kind of person. Because I think we all think about murder. I think we do. You know, maybe we don't, maybe most of them were mad. I'm so mad I can kill this person and get away with it and be all right. You know, I can live with myself.
Right.
But like when you calm down, do you really think you can live with it? You know, now obviously I'm not telling anyone that carries a gun to protect themselves and shoot to kill. I'm not passing no judgment. I just wonder, have you thought about it when you do kill that person, you know, how you're going to feel after you've done it, you know, even in self-defense, do you just kind of just move on with your life and say, don't mind me none? Or do you feel guilty in a way, like, because you've stopped it differently? Or, I don't know. I'm so weird.
No, I think about that too. So,
do you? So what kind of person do you believe you are? Do you think you could just, what the fuck ever, I'm good? So this whole episode I've cussed. I'm not even going to try to pretend anymore. I've said like 4 cuss words. So I hope to God that I haven't disappointed anybody. I just let my colors shine today.
Yeah, I could do it. I could do it, and I could justify it, and I could, in my head, I could. Yep.
Don't mind me then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've always been like, I want to be that vigilante that goes out and does good and kills people for good, and I can
like a Jesse James figure.
Yeah.
Like someone the whole town's rooting for as you're going on your escapades and your journey, killing people, like kissing Kate off of Holes. Do you remember? Did you ever watch the movie Holes?
Yes. Yes.
You know, Jackie Ryan's booth is named after that character. This was years ago. Okay, years ago, everybody. She was talking to this guy, and he was kind of a little bad bud. He was like a bad boy, you know, and she was telling him how she was wanted, you know, in certain areas for like speeding tickets and seatbelt tickets, and my dog got loose tickets and stupid crap like that. But she really made it seem like she was wanted all over the nations, you know. And I told her that she was just a little kissing Kate, kiss of death, because you know she was just really up in her character, and now her booth's name is Kissing Kate.
That's great.
She's ridiculous. I don't know if I could though. I'll be honest with you. I think I'm too much of a person that, like, when people talk about, say you like tell me I broke my neck when I was a kid, the moment you tell me that something painful has happened to your body or to you, like physically, I can feel a quick sense of pain in the back of my legs. And I don't know how, so I don't know how to separate when someone's telling me they've had something happen to them without applying it to my own self and wanting to take that pain from them. So I don't think that I would do very well if I had to defend and kill someone. I don't know that I would be okay with it going to bed at night. I think I would be ended up with guilt, even if it meant in my own, to protect my own self. I think that I would always be sitting there replaying the scenario in my head, thinking, could I have approached that differently? Could I have handled it differently? Could I have gotten away with getting away without killing that person? And I know that sounds so fucking ridiculous for people, but I'm weird like that.
No, I get it.
Yeah, I don't like when people are in pain, even bad people.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't think that I am that person. I'll let you do it for me.
Okay. Well, I got you. I got your back.
I feel like Frederick could kill somebody and be fine with it. I think Frederick's already killed somebody, but he doesn't like when I say that. I can't hear you, Frederick.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Sorry about that.
There you are.
There we are. No, I've never killed anyone.
I think he's lying. I think he's lying. We're talking about killing someone in self-defense or in a situation where you've killed someone, no matter whether it was self-defense or just in general hate crime because they deserved it. It was an accident. You accidentally pushed him out the door. They fell on an obscure object.
Girl, I killed someone in self-defense if they looked like they were going to come at me.
Tish already said she could kill someone and it don't mind her none.
Don't mind her none. No.
She said, I can go to sleep tonight on my pillow.
Just walking
spray
down the street.
a little lavender oil on and go to bed just fine.
I stay feeling threatened and ready to go.
Oh my God, that's ridiculous. So I was telling her that I don't think I could live with myself.
Oh,
I know. I'm such a pussy. Oh, this episode's screwed. I've cut so many damn times. You might as well just edit it all out. It's done. It's done for. I've said damn shit. I've done it all.
all right.
So we know that who's the next murderers in the room, and Tish and
That would be Tish. Tish all day long.
Yep, I got you.
she's like, yeah. Well, you've missed a lot, Tech Guy, but she's been talking about her new journey and where she's going and all her fun stuff. And her son's already got his room packed.
Really?
He's ready. He's ready to go.
Yeah.
Whenever she was saying that she was packing, I said, I'm going to ask her if her son's already got his room packed. And
Yes.
he's over here offering to help mom.
Hey, that's fantastic. Onward and upward.
Have you looked ahead of the area and what all they've got kind of to do over there, what's going on and stuff like that? Have you gotten that far?
No, on that. I've been looking at, excuse me, I've been looking at houses and stuff, but, and like school districts, but I have not looked into like what all there is to do or anything like that so far.
So is the cost of living in comparison about the same as Henrietta, you would say?
I think it's a little bit more expensive, but it's close. It's close to the same, which is sad because Amarillo is a lot bigger than Henrietta.
I know. I was over here thinking to myself, how big is Amarillo?
It is a lot bigger.
Yeah, it's like Tulsa. It's Tulsa Day.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, they've got a lot of new development. They've been developing Amarillo for the last 10 years because I've been riding that highway through Amarillo often, and that city is growing. It definitely is growing. It's a nice place. There's a lot of nice stuff over there.
Amarillo by morning. I'll stop doing it, I promise. Well, I'm excited.
Me too.
So tell me about this reading you got with Michael before we kind of end our broadcast. Tell me about your reading with Michael, if you don't mind.
So it was basically to watch out for the snakes that were behind me, to watch out for the snakes that could be beside me, and that the path that I was on was going to lead to a mountain that I was going to have to climb, and I was going to have to make a choice. And but once I did and I got around it, that things were going to start looking up. So
you have been talking about moving for as long as me and you have been, close at this point. You've been talking about moving just as long as I've been talking about moving. When we went to that spirit fair, you were talking about moving, and I was talking about moving to Eureka. It happening is probably the hardest part, but I'm proud of you for taking that risk and that leap and putting yourself out there and doing it, because a lot of people say they're going to do it and they never do. So you're kind of my hero at the moment. You did it.
Yeah, I'm excited and nervous, and
it's good to have those emotions though. When's the last time you've been nervous about going to a new place? Like, gosh, it's such a new nervous feeling, and hopefully your coworkers are cool.
I hope so. The girl that's going to be in my office has been there for like 10 years, so she should be. I don't have to train her, so she should be good.
Oh, so my mind went to two places. One, you don't have to train her. She could probably help show you the ropes, so she's a nice person.
I hope
and
so.
then two, sometimes when people have been to places long periods of time like that, they get a little territorial.
Yeah, and that's what had come up in the interview. They asked something about how I would handle that, and I said, well, it just depends on how she handles me. It depends on how I'm going to handle her. I mean, it could go either way, and if I need them to step in, then I'll have them step in. But I'm not like, I'm a really personable person.
You are. You're easy to get along with.
Yeah, I'm easy to get along with. We can either be friends or we can be friends.
You're not difficult to get along with.
Yeah.
You're very approachable. I don't see it being an issue. That person would have to be the person with the problem. It wouldn't be you. So before we close out, since we found your new journeys, now obviously I think that from time to time we'll start peeling away our onion layers of ourselves. Would you like to end on me pulling you like a 3 card for the week?
Absolutely.
For the week. Now I'm not a tarot reader. I just do this for fun and for my family and friends. And I thought, you know what? Since she's moving and there's all this energy going right now, let's do a reading. So I'm going to show you. These are Nevaeh's, where she works. The palm reader above her, he reads with these.
Those are adorable.
Yeah, they are very, very, very interesting as far as that goes with the pictures. It reminds me a lot of the Thoth deck, which is Aleister Crowley, and I'm not sure if you're familiar with him, but he's pretty deep. Like there's just some layers to him. So what I'm going to do is I already lit an incense earlier to kind of open up the room and let messages receive and kind of come in. Plus, you've been talking about your lives. So I think that the room is pretty open in the air. So I'm just going to kind of shuffle for a minute and you're going to tell me when to stop. And then what I'm going to ask of you is just to think about the general week ahead, maybe some things you need some more insights on or some clarification and see if they will respond. So I'm going to start and you tell me when to stop.
Okay. Stop.
Okay. Now that what I did is just kind of mix it in with your energy. Now I'm going to lay them out and then I'm going to hover my hand over these and you're going to tell me when to stop and that's how I'm going to pick the cards. So let me spread these out. Let me spread like butter. I'm ridiculous. Okay. I'm going to start it and you just tell me when to stop on the first one.
Okay, stop.
Yeah, that one made my hand really heavy. Okay. What's the next one?
Stop.
Okay. And next one.
Stop.
Okay. Now again, I'm a book user. I don't just go off instincts. I know I'm horrible. Okay, so I also don't believe in jumpers. I don't do the shuffle, let them fall out, jump out. Like I like to actually feel. But one was left behind when I scooped them up. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that in there just because I feel drawn to. So this is the one. I'm going to start with the very first one that we got, which is the Magician. I'm going to show it to you.
That's cool.
Yeah, they are a really cool deck. They're like intense art. So the Magician. Okay. Oh, so this is obviously going to be present. So this doesn't mean that right now you're still in the energy of Henrietta. So you'll have to understand that. So you're not really into the energy. You're getting into the energy of Amarillo, but you're not in Amarillo yet. So you're still kind of in Henrietta time, Henrietta energy. So I'm just going to go and point that out here. Okay, so this is, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously this is present. This is for the week. So it says it was reversed. Now don't get all insecure because I say reverse because sometimes reverses are necessary. Okay, putting one's gifts to ill use lack of imagination, confusion, uncoordinated efforts, and unable to learn new skills, which would clarify the current mental state that you're in by being in the energy and space that you're in. Would you agree with that?
I think so. Yeah.
So maybe if that one doesn't clarify, we can even pull one to kind of make, kind of go into it. So for now, we're just going to stop there. Now, we've got, these are so always hard to look at. So you've got a 6. I think it's the 6 of Wands, but I'm going to look, or Battens. So you have looks like a union of some sort.
That's cool looking.
I know. And look, they have a hand binding there too.
Yeah.
So and there's their house in the back, by the way.
That's cool.
Look at that moon there too. Yeah. So this could be a love interest or some friendships, or maybe even your kids, and use harmony towards getting this done. Here. Okay, so it says tonight there is a celebration in the woods. The grand metamorphosis has finally occurred. A new beginning emerges, and victoriously from a moonlit flower bud. 5 of Wands are held high in honor of the event. Grasping the flowering 6th wand, the creature bestows good fortune on all souls present. So it's just saying that your new endeavors, and in which the people that you're endeavoring this with, you've been blessed by the universe supports it, and it's just all around a good mood, just all around. It's just clarification that this is a joyous time and a celebration. So it's the universe is saying, hey, I support the move and the idea to do this. I think that the Magician, I'm going to go back to, I think that that's just the staleness from you living the same humdrum life every day, doing the same things. You know, I think that you're putting yourself out there, and you're just kind of getting out of your own element, and you're willing to see what's next in store for your future. Okay. We got one. Oh, you got 10 of Cups. So I'm going to show you the picture. It's a family.
Aww.
Mm-hmm. Are your family members supportive of this, by the way?
Yes. My dad's a little sad, but he's okay with it.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Okay, there it is. A wounded soldier returning from war is embraced by his loving family. 10 of Cups rise up over a full moon in celebration of this joyful reunion. Okay, okay. Says home, life, and a reunion. Family, devotion, loving, and a peaceful surroundings. So I think that this is
I love that.
You and the kids getting to enjoy, just the move, and I think it's going to bring you guys,
being where we need to be.
Yeah. And what's awesome about the one that we just pulled is that even the universe is backing you up. So I love seeing that. Are you, out of curiosity, are you quarreling with anyone over the fact that you're moving, just out of curiosity? Has everyone been supportive? That's awesome.
I think so. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I'm going to use the 4th one because it decided to stay behind. So it is 4 of Cups. And I'm so sorry. That's the 5. Or yeah, it is 4. I counted it. So it looks like this person's just kind of like, meh. I'm not real sure what. I don't know if that's Henrietta or I'm just joking. I'm joking. Y'all, I don't dislike Henrietta. I'm just messing with her. I'm still a 2-week-a-month person that's going to be living there, so I'm not meaning nothing bad towards Henrietta. Okay, you gotta flip the pages. sorry. Midnight has been, oh, I'm so sorry. Okay. Alone by the glow of the deviant moon, a maiden has locked herself onto her balcony. Dissatisfied with life's gifts, she apathetically tosses the golden cup into the sea. It says bright outlook on new life, new hopes and dreams. That's you just walking away. That's the cup that you've flicked off of this balcony is, I think, the cup that I think you've kept that cup up there, but you're just kind of done now. You're just like, meh, I'm done. I love that for you. You've made what it says is it's oh look, and there's also a boat at the end, which means passage and travel. I mean, obviously you're going to be using a U-Haul, but same concept.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Wish I could use a boat. I wish I could use a boat.
You know what? This person also has a key on them, just so you know. I'm going to point that out. There's a key there.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, I'm not real sure what it unlocks. That's going to be kind of your own little personal thing there. So pay attention to that because you do possess a key and it does unlock something. I don't know what it unlocks. This person looks like they know what the heck it unlocks because they have it on them. They have it tied on them. So it's something of safekeeping. So I'm not real sure. Maybe a key to a house.
Hey, I'm okay with that too.
I'm just saying. I'm thinking there is a key to something very important, whatever this key is. So, since we concluded the reading, what I always like to do is I always leave on the bottom card, and this is just maybe advice, hopeful outlook. I mean, thus far you've had a good reading. Not, all of it's been supported by universe. Nothing is bad. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 of Pentacles. To end with. Now, this was just kind of the week. I don't really go too far unless it decides it wants to show itself, of course. Okay. Compassion for the plight of the dead has led a wealthy man into the cemetery. Meeting a soul who longs for the material world, the man offers one of his 6 pentacles in an open act of generosity. Charity, gift, sharing one's wealth, material, and generosity.
Interesting.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know either.
So that will have to come to you maybe. I think I know what it is. But I'm trying to not put your private life out here. So, that's something I'll definitely message you on if you want. But I think what that person represents stability, support, and I think you know who that person is. So, I don't even need to keep elaborating.
Yeah.
That's exciting. You got your family, and then you got, your support system obviously there. And then the universe backs up the choice. So that's the best part.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you.
No more mundane. No more mundane here. You're on to big and better things. And I think when it was saying wasted skills, I think that it's saying is at this point you've gained all kinds of different skills working at security plus Mazios plus whatever else you did. All your life skills you're going to be able to apply to a different area at this point, and maybe who knows what other doors may go with it. I mean, you're a smart person. I often think, wow, she's working at security.
Thanks.
Yeah, you got big dick energy, girl.
Oh, thank you. I try. I always say that too. I'm like, my dick's bigger than yours.
You do. You definitely do. I'm very excited for your new journey. So, I mean, I'm just reminding everyone, the reason we're interviewing each other is because we're both moving. And so, funny enough, we're both moving. We both have a lot of irons in the fan. And we thought instead of going down an avenue of a subject, we would just kind of stop, pause, and reflect and, let each other kind of talk about what we're doing right now, because we're doing a lot of stuff. I'm excited for you. So when is your last day? When are you pulling out of town?
I am leaving Saturday, hopefully on Saturday.
The way you can get in and rest in the hotel room and breathe,
Yes, I'm hoping so.
and just throwing everything in storage.
Yes, that's the plan.
Minute now or so. And then you reach a point where you just say, should I just walk away from all of it and get it all back? I think we have 3 storages right now.
Dang.
One down here. Well, our house is small. I mean, it's 1886. The house isn't small. It's like 1886. There's like no closets. Anyways, we had to get a storage just so we could kind of get some things that we needed throughout the week and our daily lives to use. So, shut up.
The one we have out here and the one we're using.
Well, we're hoping to combine them all.
Yeah.
Into one large fat one.
One large fire. One large bonfire. It will store the ashes in a small shower.
Wow, he's just gonna burn my shit. My kayaks are in there.
Oh no.
We won't be burning anything like that. I will see you on Wednesday. It has been a pleasure talking to you this evening, as Frederick would say. It's been a pleasure.
It's
always
a pleasure. Thank you.
I'm excited for you, and I'm worn out for you too.
Thank you.
I'm actually so it's inconvenient timing as I'm in the middle of opening a store and closing a store, but Jackie Ryan said we are going to go take a trip real quick to a place you've been wanting to go for a long time. So I've tried to actually back out of it a couple times due to being, not having the extra finances because, we're moving and it's expensive. But I've been reassured that, everything will be taken care of. I'm going to show up. So I am going to Liberty, Missouri tomorrow till Wednesday because they have an Oddfellows house over there that I've been wanting to, because I go sometime.
Hey, that sounds like it's going to be amazing.
I do. I like to go nuts. So I've actually tried to back out of it a couple times now, and Devay and Jackie won't let me. They're like, this is probably the only thing we're going to get to do all summer, even though it's like dead hot. I'm excited just to do my stupid ghost hunting crap that I do. So I'm excited.
Yeah, I would be excited too.
There's a hub on porch.
Okay.
You have a good night.
You too.
Hey, tell your kids I'm happy for them too, by the way.
Okay.
Have fun packing.
All right, thanks.
See you Wednesday. Bye, babe.
All right, bye.
I'm not very good at zippers. But maybe if I had some help.
I'll help you.
I am an expert.